Awake from your coffins, wipe that dried off spit off your lip, and unwrap some Halloween treats because I've got my top 3 SNES games you should be playing on Halloween, or, any time for that matter. Let's go. Our ghoulish night begins with Demon's Crest. As the story goes, one day 6 magical crests, each containing power over one of the elements, fell into the demon realm. The demons became obsessed with the crests and soon started a civil war that erupted into who could possess all the crests. Well, the war raged on until Firebrand, the demon that you control, claimed Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, and Time crest. Well, he needed one more crest to possess the infinite power, and after defeating Sumolo for the Heaven's Crest, he was on his way to victory, but he fell into a problem. The fight took a heavy toll on Firebrand, and in a moment of weakness, another cunning demon named Flanax ambushed him, or I think at least that's what his name is pronounced. Flanax, I don't know. He stole all the crests and that he fought Firebrand fought so hard to gain. When Flanax tried to retrieve the infinite crest with all the powers he possessed from him, though, he didn't realize that the fire crest had been shattered, and some of that power was still in Firebrand's possession. Now Firebrand's mission is to emerge from a world ruled by Flanax, reclaim the powers of the crest, and take vengeance upon Flanax once and for all. Well, okay, the world of Demon's Crest is actually pretty fun and great to play. Each stage is divided into 6 main areas and can be played multiple times. And that's mainly because you have to revisit areas with new crests to access areas, items, and bosses that were once not accessible. So as you explore the overworld, you'll be able to go back, visit shops, buy stuff, and even be part of like little small challenges where you can gain items. So, everything has a nice little touch to it. And as you gain ground, you can upgrade to different weapons and morph with different powers of each crest. Each area challenges you greatly, but not to the point of exhaustion. Now, this game looks great with a colorful back and ghoulish color palette. Each area has its own distinct look, from the backgrounds to the enemies and the bosses. I mean, they really all look great. And let's not forget the use of Mode 7 that Super Nintendo used while flying around in the overworld. It still looks great, actually, even till this day. The game is sure to give you that Halloween vibe that you are craving. Give this game a try, you will not regret it. Now we walk into the wonderful world of Dracula X. And what better way to get into the Halloween spirit than to go back to the Middle Ages in Transylvania, where Dracula X gets its roots from. Well, once more, the wickedness in the hearts of some men has resurrected the Dark Lord of Evil, Count Dracula. And now revived, he's plotted a revenge against the descendant of the Belmont line that sealed him away, Richard Belmont, which is the character that you play. To lure Richard to the demon castle, he raids an attack on the town, abducting Richard's lover Annette and her younger sister Maria, shutting them in the demon castle. What's a Belmont to do? Of course, he's going to get in there, kick ass, go into the castle, and save his lover Annette and his sister. For some reason, these girls can't stop getting in trouble, can they? I do love this game because it tries to go back to its fundamentals of what made the 8-bit era version of this game a true challenge to play. Much of these challenges lie in the character. For instance, in Super Castlevania 6, he could strike his whip around in 8 different directions. Here, you can only whip left and right. So you have to keep that in mind when you play this game. Sub-weapon throwings also is now performed only from the up on the D-pad. No longer is it assigned to a separate button. So that also gives it more of a challenging when climbing or near the stairs. Jumping is also more committed here. Before you could jump and kind of maneuver your jump, but once you jump here, you're not able to move in another direction. Although when you are jumping in one direction, if you press the backwards button, Richard can face backwards to attack while he jumps forward. So there's an advantage to that. Speaking of advantages, he does have a few of them. Like his jumping is lengthy. So if he's able to see a ledge that he might think is out of reach, or you might think is out of reach, actually it covers a lot of ground, so you might actually get to that ledge with this jump that he has. You also have a somersault, which you can perform by quickly tapping the BB button. This is definitely more useful when evading certain attacks, and it could be used to reach certain ledges that otherwise would be harder to climb through just normal jumping. So there's a lot of things that are good here that make it a nice challenge for those who are up to it. Jump, somersault, you can use special weapons and abilities to get through the levels, which to me is what makes it more fun, if you ask me. Now, Castlevania's graphics are obviously eye candy. They're full with ghouls, bats, and skeletal demons to get you right in the creepiest mood for Halloween. From burning towns to dungeons to caves. Honestly, this game has some of the creepiest, best graphics to land in the 16-bit era, in my opinion. I especially love the soundtracks that came with this game, because Konami implemented some of the original into the Super NES version of this game from the NES, with like new flair, like new instruments, things that make it just stand out and be that next generation version, but with that 8-bit flair. That was a really nice touch. Honestly, I don't think you'll have a hard time picking this one up to play. But overall, it is rated one of the hardest games to master or beat of that generation. So this is going to put you guys on definitely on a strategy to beat it. It's not that easy to beat. I've only beat it like once or twice, I think, and it took me a hell of a time to do it. So can't wait to see you guys try it on for size. I know you guys will be dying to finish it. The last one on the list for my personal favorites is, you guessed it, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Like I said, I beat it maybe a couple times, but somehow it keeps me coming back for more. Super Ghouls and Ghosts was a sequel to the arcade hit Ghouls and Ghosts, and this version definitely did not disappoint. In fact, I might even say that it is better than the last in several ways. Author is back for more hack and slash after several years of peace. The evil realm has taken the princess away, so Arthur must set out in his conquest to the underworld to save the princess. Like I was saying, Arthur in this sequel has not only cooler weapons, but also better abilities. And one of those abilities is his ability to double jump, which has given Arthur a new level of strategy. There is one caveat though. Arthur can no longer shoot upwards, which is challenging, but not a total loss here. Featuring enhanced graphics and sound over its predecessor, if you did like the first one, this one will thrill you to the bone, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, then tough luck, just play the damn game, okay? Anyways, don't miss out on this iteration of Ghouls and Ghosts. There's definitely a lot to love here. Speaking of the graphics, I actually like the animations a little better on this iteration than I did the last. Don't get me wrong, the last one was really awesome as well, but this one just, like I said, just takes it to another level of enhanced graphics, and I'm glad they didn't screw that up, because growing up, Ghouls and Ghosts was definitely one of those games that I absolutely loved. And I remember going to the arcades and just almost putting in all my tokens on Ghouls and Ghosts for the arcade. It's how much I love that. And then I'm glad I saw it come out on the Super NES, the Sega Genesis. Then this iteration came out for Super Nintendo, which I didn't have the luck to go and actually play this all the time. So I had to run over my friend's house anytime he would invite me over so that we can hang out and play it. So yeah, but I mean, other than the inconvenience of that, I couldn't wait to play this game. I actually got very hooked later on in my adult life when I got a chance to, I think it was a collection, it was a volume 2 of Capcom's collection that I got to play this game again, and I absolutely loved it. I played it and beat it, I think, twice on that platform on the PlayStation 2. Anyway, guys, this is all I got for you. Hope you like my top 3 for this Halloween season. Hope you guys have an enjoyable night. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you guys on the next video. This is RMG signing off.